Monday.
Oh, already?
Sure.
Ooh. What time is it?
2 times 7.
2 times 7. Oh, that's 10 past 7, Corey. I have to teach you how to tell time.
They'll teach me in school.
That's right. You start school today.
I'm all dressed up except I can't tie my neck.
How long have you been up?
It was still dark.
Are you that excited about starting school?
No, ma'am.
Then why didn't you sleep?
'Cause my bed's wet.
Oh, Corey, I'm sorry.
I couldn't help it, Mom. I'm so excited about going to school.
Oh, can that be Carroll already?
I'll go. Hi, Corey Baker. Hi, old G. Wagadorn. You know what today is? Sure, the day we start school. Yeah. How come you're not dressed? I just have to get my clothes on and I will be. Do you have breakfast? Not yet. I came to wake you up. I'm up. I've been up a long time. Me too. You know why? Why? Promise you won't tell? Is it a secret? Uh-huh. What? Promise? Sure. You did? It was an accident. Me too. You did? I guess we're both excited.
Well, good morning, Earl. What are you doing up so early?
O.G. Waghorn had an accident.
Oh? What kind of accident?
It's a secret I can't tell you.
Well, Earl, you better go back downstairs and have your breakfast. Come set the table, Corey.
Hello there.
Hi!
Morning, gang.
Carol!
You boys all ready to start school today?
Yeah!
Carroll, are you early or is our clock slow?
No, Mrs. Baker, I'm early. I just couldn't sleep. Corey's first day in school. I'm so excited.
Oh, pardon me. Well, our non-scheduled angel of mercy has finally arrived in time for lunch.
I took Corey to register at school and to meet his teacher. Didn't Miss Yarby tell you I'd be late?
I'm not speaking to Yarby today, Mrs. Baker.
Is Doctor angry with her?
If there were no such animal as a woman, this world would be an infinitely better place.
Perhaps. But who'd want to live in it?
This is no time for philosophical ping-pong. Now, you get your female body in there and prepare that scrawny patient for a complete physical.
Yes, Doctor. Good morning.
Sit down. The usual childhood diseases?
Ma'am?
That's the next question, Mr. Whitmarsh. Did you have the usual childhood diseases?
What are they?
Well, I think you might be safe in ruling out hardening of the arteries, gout, leprosy, the bubonic plague, and the hoof and mouth disease. The usual childhood diseases are mumps, measles, chickenpox, and whooping cough.
Oh, I had all those.
All?
I come from a rich family.
Is there any insanity in your family?
No, we're not that rich.
Have you ever had TB, heart trouble, hypertension, problems with your back, frequent headaches, or any surgery?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. What have you had?
Oh, a surgery.
What kind?
I had a tooth extracted.
That's dentistry, Mr. Whitmarsh.
Mine was surgery. It was a dog's tooth, and it was in my leg.
All right, on your feet. Mrs. Baker will prepare you for your pre-employment physical.
This way, Mr. Whitmarsh. This door, please. Strip off all your clothes down to your undershorts.
Oh, I can't.
Of course you can.
Is the doctor a man or a woman?
He's a mean, nasty-tempered old man, so get in there and do as you're told.
Well, certainly in a gay and festive mood today.
All the days to be late, you had to pick this one.
Hannah, what happened between you and Doctor? He's in a vile mood.
That's suspicious, Sawbones. He accused me of throwing out his jelly beans.
Who did throw them out?
I did. It's for his own good. He shouldn't load his ancient aorta with all that sugar.
Baker!
Yes, Doctor.
Fill my jaw with these jelly beans and tell Nurse Yarby to keep her absorbent, cotton-picking hands out of them.
Yes, Doctor.
Tell her.
Nurse, Doctor does not want you to touch his jelly beans.
You tell Dr. Chegley I have no intention of touching anything of his.
Doctor, Nurse has no intention of touching anything of yours.
Ever.
Ever.
You tell her if one of my jelly beans is missing, I'll starch her elastic stockings.
If one of his jelly beans is missing, he'll start your stockings.
You tell him to keep eating that candy all day long, and he's going to drop dead. And I'll come dance at his funeral.
Keep eating candy, Doctor, you'll drop dead.
And she'll dance at my funeral.
And she'll dance at your funeral.
Did she say that?
Yes?
Is the doctor there?
What do you want?
Doctor, I can't strip down to my shorts.
Why not?
I don't wear them.
I'd love to, Homer. Groovy. I have such a thing for Paul Newman. I'll go see anything he's in. Paul Newman is a pale Poitier. Yeah, you're cute too, but let's face it, Homer. Hi. I'm talking to Homer.
Tell him goodbye for me, too.
Homer, Mrs. B just got home and she says bye. Talk to you later. Homer says thanks for remembering him.
How can I forget him? The hours you spend talking to Homer Lang.
Oh, that wasn't Homer Lang, Mrs. Baker. It was Homer Fleetwood. He's Homer Blake's friend.
Are all the boys you date named Homer?
Not really, but I called them all Homer. That way, I never forget their name. What's that?
Jelly beans. Have some?
Heavy. Did you see Corey outside?
He was so immersed in his baseball game, he didn't have time to talk.
He and Earl met those new kids at school today.
Well, I thought he would be so excited about his first day in school, he couldn't wait to tell me.
He was. When I picked him up, he was bubbling like a fountain. He really digs his teacher, Miss Ginger Wolf.
Oh, she seemed very sweet, but a little nervous.
Maybe it was her first day in school, too. Well, I better get going. I have an early class myself tonight.
Is this yours?
Oh, that's Corey's. It's the first thing he brought home from school.
Already?
Miss Wolf put them to work right off the bat.
Good for Miss Wolf. But what is it?
A picture.
I know, but of what?
Well, according to Corey, that's Daniel Boone. And that's the NBC Peacock.
And what's that?
Oh, that's a gun.
And is Daniel shooting the peacock?
No, the peacock's shooting Daniel.
I wonder what Corey has against Daniel Boone.
Nothing. He loves that show.
Isn't there something Freudian in this picture?
Like what?
Well, peacocks are riotously colorful birds, and Corey's drawn this one black and white.
What's so Freudian? It's just that you don't have a color set, so Corey sees a peacock in black and white.
That's one explanation.
Well, sure. What else? Well, I'll see you in the AM. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, Carroll. On your way to the car, would you send my abstract expressionist up for dinner?
One pint-sized Picasso coming up.
Mama!
In here, son.
Can I have a jelly bean?
Don't you say please?
Please?
No, not before dinner. How was your game?
We were winning, but you don't make me come home. Why?
Because it's time. And because I didn't get my hello kiss yet.
Don't you say please?
Please.
Now can I go finish the game?
No. Mrs. Wagedorn said she was calling Earl in for dinner, too.
Can we finish after dinner?
After dinner, you have to bathe and get ready for bed.
So early?
Yes, Corey, you have to wake up very early to get ready to go to school tomorrow.
Again?
Again! Lab reports on Mr. Whitmarsh. What are you doing?
Poor man's got such a busy morning he can't get out for lunch.
I'm glad you're back on speaking terms.
How can I stay mad at that salty old darling?
What are you making?
A jelly bean sandwich.
With garlic bread?
The garlic counteracts the sugar.
Hannah, in nursing school, did you flunk chemistry?
No, I had a crush on my teacher, Dr. Louis Pasteur.
Baker!
Yes, Doctor?
Tell Whitmarsh to crawl back into his drawers and then get enough blood out of his arm for these tests.
Is he still scratching, Doctor?
He's covered with a rash from his neck to his knees. He looks like a relief map of Peru.
Nothing in the lab reports so far seem to indicate any...
I'll make the diagnosis, nurse. Whenever I want any comments from you, I'll send you through 6 years of medical school first.
You better eat before your next appointment.
What's that?
Taste it.
There'll be no dancing at my funeral. Baker! Call the cafeteria and tell them to send me a cheese on rye.
As soon as I carry out your first instructions, I have only 2 hands, Doctor, and please stop bellowing. Mr. Whitmarsh is so jumpy now, I'll have to tie him down to get this needle in his arm.
What's eating her today? I don't bellow.
You bellow.
Well, isn't she used to that by now?
She has her own problems.
Oh, nonsense. Julia's a well-adjusted woman.
She wants to make sure her son is well-adjusted, too.
Why shouldn't he be? He's only 10 years old.
He's barely 6 years old.
Well, then he has even more time to become as maladjusted as the rest of us men trying to live in a woman-infested world.
Oh! Do the world a favor, Morton Sheridan. Eat!
Doesn't that school have anything but black paint?
That's still bugging you, Mrs. Baker.
Carol, children's drawings have far deeper meanings than we realize. Psychological disturbances can manifest themselves in artistic expression.
Wow, you sound like one of those psych majors on campus.
I wish I had been. Then maybe I could figure out what all this really means.
Maybe Corey just digs black.
I hope that's all it is.
You've got to admit, it's a beautiful color.
Yes. But let's don't knock green, blue, and yellow either.
Baker residence. Oh, hi, Mrs. Wagadorn. Yes, she is. Hold on a sec. Earl's mother.
Hello, Marie. Yes, fine, thanks. No, not tonight, Marie. Yes, of course he can. Goodbye.
What's cracking you up?
Oh, she asked if Corey could have dinner with them. I said no. Then she asked if Earl could have dinner with us.
Hey, it's a great technique. I'm going to try it myself.
All right. You're invited to stay for dinner, too.
Oh, no, not with you, Mrs. Baker. I want to try it with Paul Newman. Oh.
Now, here. After dinner last night, I gave both boys some crayons and paper. And Corey's drawings are just as colorful as Earl's.
But at school, this is what he does?
So far, it's been 2 weeks now.
And it's apparent the boy's going through a school situation that disturbs him in some way. Have you discussed this with his teacher?
I thought I'd ask Dr. Chegley first to make sure I wasn't unduly alarmed.
Of course you are. Undue alarm is the dues you pay to be a mother. Are there any other Negro children in his class?
Yes, several.
What do they paint?
Corey's my concern.
And you're mine. The past few days around here, your attention's been on him more than your work. School's almost out. You take off early and go and clear this up with the boy's teacher.
Thanks, Hannah. Are you sure it'll be okay with Doctor?
Of course it won't. But if he opens his mouth, I'll stuff it full of jelly beans.
See my parents, Mrs. Baker, and especially you, because Corey's a darling boy, very alert and very cooperative.
I'm pleased to hear that, Miss Wolf.
Well, I really couldn't say that about all my pupils. You know, teaching a first-grade class is no bed of roses. In fact, my old psychology prof once said it's a bed of neuroses. Isn't that cute?
Did you take much psychology in school?
Child psychology was my major for 2 years.
Oh, that's a comfort. Then you are aware of the pictures Corey's been painting in class.
Oh, yes. He has a genuine aptitude. Well, for a 6-year-old, his draughtsmanship is really quite advanced, and his imagination so refreshingly uninhibited.
Then there's nothing about them that strikes you as unusual.
No, nothing I can think of. Well, let's see now. Oh, now, there's one of Martha Royal's paintings. Now, she's a child of Afro-American descent, too.
It's quite colorful.
Well, Martha's a very happy child.
Oh.
And there's one of Sylvia Wong. Now, Sylvia is a child of Sino-American descent. And here's one by little Saul Juarez. He's of Mexican-American descent.
That's a lovely picture.
That was done by little Kid Apasca. He's a Navajo.
Oh, a child of American descent.
Why, yes, very good. Oh. Mrs. Baker, I hope you don't feel I'm being derogatory in classifying the ethnic background of my children.
You do seem to make a point of it, Miss Wolf.
Well, yes, I do, and for a very specific purpose. To instill in my boys and girls that America is a nation of all nations, and that we may have different origins, but that we can all live like brothers in harmony. Do you disagree with that?
No, I don't. And thank you. But maybe an overemphasis on his origin could dictate Corey's selection of color.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Look, Miss Wolf. This one. This was done by Corey, I know.
Why, yes. The bell rang and he never finished it.
Doesn't it strike you as unusual that all of his are done exclusively in black?
All of them?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Every one he's brought home.
Oh, dear. That's a bad sign.
Is it?
A very bad sign.
How bad?
It's indicative of some trauma, some secret obsession or fear. Oh, Mrs. Baker, I'm so glad you brought this to my attention. This calls for immediate guidance, professional help. Do you have a family psychiatrist?
No.
Well, I have, and if you'll excuse me, I'm going to call him right away. Do you know what this might mean?
No, what? What?
Well, this might mean that Corey hates me.
Mom, Rosie Wyvern is... Oh, hi.
Corey, you remember Dr. Chegley?
Yes, ma'am.
Your mother was just showing me some of your artwork, Corey. You know, you're a good picture maker.
We say artist.
Oh, I'll try and remember that.
It's easy.
Come here. Corey, I want you to tell me something. Do you have any other colored paints at school?
Sure, about 11 kinds.
Well, then, why don't you use some of them, too?
Dr. Chegley asked you a question, Corey.
He
wants to know, why don't you use some of the other pretty colors?
Cause.
Of course, why, son?
I'm not your son.
You know, I noticed that the minute I met you. But I am your friend. And I want to try and help you.
Help me paint?
Well, yes. But why must we always use only black paints?
Cause.
Of course, why?
Because.
Because why?
Because on account of my legs.
What about your legs, Corey?
They're too short.
Too short for what?
When Miss Ginger Wolf says it's time to paint, all the children run to the locker and beat me there, and they get all the good colors.
Oh. Well, black is a good color, too.
Then why do you want me to use the other colors? Boy.
And a little child shall lead them. Go wash up for dinner, Corey.
Is Dr. Chegley gonna have dinner with us?
No, not tonight, Corey. Mrs. Chegley's waiting for me.
Then you better go then, when your late mothers get very mad.
I better.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chegley.
Now, you see, all that Freudian nonsense. A brief chat with Ginger Wolf, and it'll change it all.
That poor girl. I'll stop by and see her on my way to work tomorrow.
Yeah, do that. Oh, that reminds me. Before you come in, stop in at some cheap haberdashery and pick up a pair of man's drawers, size 28.
What for, Doctor?
Our patient, Mr. Whitmarsh. His lab report indicates the cause for his rash. The man is allergic to red flannel underwear.
Oh, so you're going to switch him to cotton drawers.
No, I'm not. You are. You could charm the pants off anybody. Yarby, what is this in my office?
That's a present for you, Doctor, from Corey.
Since when do 6-year-old boys hand out bottles of cognac?
Oh, the cognac for Mr. Whitmarsh, Doctor, for clearing up his rash.
The painting is from Corey.
Painting? Oh, what painting? Take it down. Put it in the examining room. I'll use it as an eye chart to test for color blindness.